What's happening? What's up? Now, before I start this particular video, I want to say thank you and I appreciate it. Big ups to the people who called or text me on my last videos. They say they enjoyed it. I appreciate it. Salute. You know who you are. Now, this is another story time of another situation. I can't talk. When I worked at Walgreens, I got into a fight and a gang started pressing me. Yes, I told you these stories are 100% true, 100% organic, no GMO, no cap. Okay? Now, like I told you guys, every time I worked overnight, I always felt the energy of when like you can feel. If you're me, I can feel energy. I can feel stuff. I'm a champ at that. So, ironically enough, I work the whole shift actually, and I come in around 10:30, 11:30, work my overnight shift, and then I'm off around 7:30, 8 o'clock, right? So this particular morning, the night went smooth actually. I was just dapping up my security guard. Big up to you, big bro David, and he had just left. And I want to say about 10. No, as a matter of fact, like he was outside getting his car leaving. I was outside waiting or whatever. And I noticed these two dudes coming inside the store. And some in me, I just felt something off when I saw these two dudes, right? So I told the security guard, hey, bro, let me get in here real quick. Let me go ahead and help Shevin. Shevin was one of my guys. He was the cashier that day. Alright, so when security leaves around 7:30, it'll just be me or my cashier, but most of the time it was probably just me. So I go in the store and this dude, the tall one had a bald head, had tattoos all in his face, had a blue flag on him. I didn't pay on never mind. I mean, people come shop, people come spend their money. I'm not too pressed for that. I don't care who comes in the store and shop and spend their money, as long as they come, shop, spend their money, and leave peacefully. I don't really care, So the dude started walking around messing with people. He started walking around talking, just erratic, just full of energy, talking to himself. And I'm thinking, okay, he talking to himself. He still not hurting nobody. I'ma chill. A rare, seldom peaceful night I just got off of. Let me end the day by being more peaceful. So I just want to go home at that point, right? So I go to the photo counter. The photo counter is like a counter. It's like a wall, and behind the wall is like a little area where they do the photo. Anybody who's been to Walgreens or worked at Walgreens know what I'm talking about. But it has a counter. So I'm standing behind the counter and I'm watching this dude, and he passes me. That's how you doing, champ? You good, chief? What? Nigga, I'm great, nigga. I said, okay. So then that's when I said, okay, dude don't have it all. And I seen the tattoos. I'm fresh out. I just came from doing a bid. Yeah, we had niggas bent over in there. Yeah, it was me. I'm the one. I said, okay. Obviously, bro got a problem. So he went to the front. And when he went to the front, he started messing with my cashier. So me, when I worked overnight, I always had at the very least, I had my baton on me. I had a security baton. When you extend it and you go to work on a nigga, right? So I had my baton, and it was two. Now remember, two guys came in. Now the guy he was with, he was cool. He was in line. He had got his little cheese, sandwich, and bubblegum, whatever he had, but it was quick. He had got something real quick. He was in line. He went to the car. So his partner, the crazy dude, he was still up there in the front. Matter of fact, he had hit the dude behind him in the chest, like gave him a Ric Flair chop in his chest. You know what I mean, man? Turn around, bah! And I heard it, and that's what really made. I thought he slapped the dude. And when I came out, I saw the dude rubbing his chest, and he was laughing. I said, he must know this nigga because ain't no nigga touching me. I don't know, especially that hard where everybody in the store can hit. So I went up there, whatever, and he saw me. I guess he felt my energy. And I know how I tell these stories. I promise to you, I wasn't trying to start another dude. If anything, I'm trying to de-escalate anything that pops off up there. So he looks at me, turn around, Yeah. I was in lockdown with a nigga. I ain't scared of nobody. I don't care who. I don't care how big and tall you. I'm like, what this nigga is going? What nigga talking about? So at that point, I said, dude, chill out, big bro. I said, bro, it gonna be okay. I said, you can calm down, man. Come down with all them wolf tickets you selling. Be cool up here. So he go, now, I said what I said. I'm not gonna go back and forth with you. This ain't cheerleading practice. All this back and forth like we women. I'm not gonna do it because the more I argue, the more I'm gonna do something. And at that point, I was past talking, and I was approaching action. So I'm not saying nothing else. I said if he can talk all he want to, as long as he go out this store and don't make no kind of movement toward me, we cool, we gully, we good, right? So. We had two types. We had the Walgreens overnight security guards, and then we had the Publix parking lot security guards. They was in the daytime. They came around 7:30, 8 o'clock. So one of the security guards, big guy, around about 300, light skin, big Samoan looking nigga, right? He came in there. I know, dude. He was cool. He came in there. Hey man, shut the hell up! If I put hands on you here, shut that shit up. I said, bro, I already done told him, bro, I'm done talking. You can keep talking to him if you want to, but I'm past talking. So he goes behind, the security guard goes behind me to my left side. And guys, I have video proof of this. There's a lot of people who've seen the video. And the security guard goes behind me, like to my left, right? And them niggas selling wolf tickets too. So, so peep game. So, the dude then starts to point at me. Now remember, I'm quiet. I'm done. But I have my baton in my... See, what I used to do is, when I used to de-escalate situation, I have my baton in my hand crossed in front of me, and I have it under my sleeve. So if you came towards me, next time you know, you waking up seeing Tweety Bird around your head. So I said... So remind you, the dude in the car, and the baton was for if both of them jumped in. I didn't need a baton for one guy. So he grabs his bag. I remember like it was yesterday. He grabbed the bag he had, and he make a beeline for the door. So I turn around, looks at my security guard, and then I whips out my baton. I said, yeah, man. I said, look. So he came, so the dude was still talking, right? And he still, it was something he said to make me turn around. And remember, I'm a man. Okay, not too much you can say it's gonna get me. I mean, I'm gonna check you, of course, but not too much somebody can say to get me off kilter. But what he said and the area and what he said is killing words. He said, if we was in jail, I had you bent over doing you bad in there. I'd be all up in you. That I couldn't let slide. So I handed security guys, look, hold this baton. I walked up on dude, right? He had a bald head. I tried to grab him and choke him and run his head through the glass of the door, but my hand slipped because he was bald headed, right? So then it looks like I got him in a headlock. And while he's down, his head is near my waist, I continue to uppercut this dude about 4 or 5 times. I gave him about 2-3 good hooks. I hit him so hard, his tooth got lodged into my knuckle. I felt the blood, and as soon as it happened, as soon as it happened. But I didn't feel it because of the adrenaline, right? So then, while his head is down, he comes up with like a little flimsy, flailing right and hits me like on the side of my jaw or on the side of my mouth. I didn't even see it coming because he was all my tooth, and it happened when my tooth got lodged in. When I said then he caught. He ran outside to the car and he was telling this dude, "Give me the gun, give me the gun, give me the gat, give me the gat, give me the gat." And I'm at that point I'm mad. You know, it took a lot to get me, but I'm there. You're gonna pay for getting me there. So I grabbed him by his collar and I yanked his head, and his head hit the car. Boom. And then the dude opened the door, and I don't know, but I thought I did see a gun. So I run back inside the Walgreens. I go and find my bag to get my strap, right? Now the whole time, where's the security guard? Anybody can help me. I'm not gonna say nothing, but y'all riddle me that. Where's the security guard and all that? You don't see niggas getting uppercuts and Conor McGregor straight rights down the middle. But what's security guard? Now, mind you, I didn't need him. I ain't really care the security guard was there. I do this every night. So I go back, and because my adrenaline was so, I forgot where I put my bag. And I'm looking, I'm running around the store. Oh my God. I'm trying to find my bag. I get my bag, right? And I get ready to go to the front. Security guard grabs me. Now, forget the guy who I just beat. Forget the guy who was talking all this, let him approach everything. Forget the guy. He didn't stop him, but he grabs me, right? Now, I've been lifting. I'm pretty strong, I like to think so. He grabbed me. This guy like 320, something like that. He's big dude, big Samoan dude, right? He's not Samoan, but he looks like he's Samoan. He grabs me by my shoulders in front of me. I continue to grab him by his waist and walk him and literally almost pick him up into the security barrier, right? The security barrier almost broke. I see the car spurring off, and I got my gun in my hand, right? And right before I was getting ready to pull it up to get ready to send a few through the car, I think somebody was in front. Something happened where I couldn't. So he grabbed. I said, "No, this nigga pulled a gun on me. Nah, man, I can't let this slide." Wait a minute. And at that point, my adrenaline is coming down. And when your adrenaline come down, you can feel pain better. So I go to the back of the office, and I'm thinking in my head, I'm sure enough fired. I'm sure enough fired. That's what I'm thinking in my mind. I said, "Yeah, I'm out." So I'm in the back. He walking, the security guard, he walking towards me, and he holds his hand out, and I hold mine, and my hand is full of blood, and the dude's tooth, I pulled out my middle knuckle. True story. I pulled this dude's tooth out of my knuckle, right? So another manager who came in around 7:30 or 8, she came in earlier. I'm not gonna say her name. But somebody told me something about the name saying, and I told y'all I didn't care about saying people's names, so I just learned something, so they got me. I don't contradict myself. But anyway, I digress. So, what happened? So, I'm in the office, and that wasn't even the part of the story that really got me. It was the fact that the night after, right, I come back to work. And I'm thinking, and I'm hoping, I said, if they look at that camera, I'm done. I'm dunzo, right? So they never did take the camera. And that night when I came in, I actually recorded the video footage on my phone just in case I needed it if anything happened or if anything escalated after that happened, right? So weeks after, the next day, the girl told me, said, "Yeah, that guy you got to find." What they told me, it was like 4 or 5 guys in the car. They was looking around and they was pouring guns out the window. This around Walgreens out in the front. Yeah, that guy they told me because she didn't see the guy. So I'm thinking, how you know? But I don't know if he came in after I left or some way she seen him, and because when she described him to me, it was the same guy. So she knew who he was. So weeks later, then I'm coming to work strapped up. I don't care. It's in my waistband. I got my baton. Everybody come through the door I'm looking at, because ain't nobody finna get the drop on me up here at this store, right? So I told you I dated a girl that I'm not gonna say her name, but I dated a girl that, and she used to tell me that. Matter of fact, she wasn't the only person told. It was like 4 or 5 people calling up to the store on the day shift. Remember, I work overnight on the day shift, asking, saying, "That nigga Dwight worked tonight?" They knew my first and last name. They knew how I was built. They knew what time I clocked in. They knew what time I clocked out. They were like, "Yeah, we know where the nigga stay. We gonna get him." And then they knew about a girl I used to date across the street in those like loft, those apartments. So one day, even on my days off, the security guard and my cashier was telling me, "Hey man, if some people calling up here looking for you, next time you come to work, bring your strap." The security guard was cool with, not the Samoan nigga. I'm talking about not that marshmallow. I'm talking about the guy that I was who worked inside the store overnight with me. He was like, yeah, man, bring your strap because they keep calling up here. They know your name. They know everything about you. Then my cashier was like, he sent me a picture of the phone number. He was like, yeah, man, this is the number. This is the other guy, my cashier. He sends me a picture. And then another girl on the day shift, I ain't even know. She was like a week, knew her name was, I keep saying her name. Well, I'm about to get these folks. But even she was like, bro, I know you don't know me. I just like you. I heard you a cool dude. But you have some people calling up here. It was like 5 or 6, 7 different numbers calling up here looking for you. And they described you. One of you had your address. So then I took it kind of serious then, because if you know my address, that means you had to be following me or you know somebody close to me. So every night, I'm prepared to throw down, you know what I'm saying, to get the drop on somebody before they get me. Every night. And this continued for about a month. And I want to say the next month or two, I was fired. And that's another video, the real reason I was fired from Walgreens. But this is just a tip of the iceberg. 40-50% of what I actually went through every night, every other night, overnight working at Walgreens. And those calls kept coming, man. People who were close to me, they was calling them. They was trying to get at me, but every night I waited for them, I did not see them. But the scary part was, it was his dude. So they could have been talking to me, asking me questions, standing right next to me every night. And they could have really did something. Like, I didn't know who they were. They knew me. I was a billboard, a big, tall, black nigga every night with a beard. Like, I wasn't hard to find, knew where I worked. 24-hour Walgreens. So it wasn't like I was hiding. I couldn't hide. So, and they could touch me better than I can touch them. And this happened every night. And the moral of this is that I would never give that kind of workload or that kind of energy to a job, a 9-to-5, ever again in my life. That was like that Miami LeBron I gave to them. That was like that 96, 97 Stone Cold Steve Austin, that 95, 96 Goldberg. No job would never get that version of me again. Ever. The only energy I'm gonna put like that is to my own businesses, my own peace, my own happiness, my own money. Simple. Because if they would have came back and killed me, oh well, Dwight got killed up here, got shot in the head. Man, hate to hear it. Well, go call some interviews for the nigga position tomorrow. We gotta fill this position. He gone. And that's it, man. That's how they are. That's how retail is. But if you guys enjoyed this story, put it in the comments. Tell me what was your craziest job experience. If you had something similar, probably not. Post in the comments. You guys subscribe to your boy to help me with the algorithm, so we can go up there, man. It's lit. It's up. I'm Dark Knight. This is Dark Knight Radio. You guys be good. Be safe.